Let's talk about the cockpit of your electric bike. All the components should be in the right place. Why? When you sit on your bike, your shoulder, arms, wrist, back of the hand and fingers should ideally form a line. This ensures that your muscles and blood circulation work in the best possible way, which prevents tension or numb hands in the first place. It all starts with the handlebar tube. Align it straight, in other words at an angle of 90 degrees to the top tube. Next, loosen the mount on the stem and center the handlebar in relation to its length. At the same time, you also determine the position of the handlebar ends. To do this, turn the handlebar around its longitudinal axis. In a neutral position, the handlebar ends point outwards in a horizontal position. If you want the handlebar to support your hands more actively, let the bar ends point slightly upwards. Once this is done, screw the mount back on. Do this crosswise so that the pressure is evenly distributed at the point. A torque of around 5 or 6 Newton meters is usually sufficient. Ergonomic grips are not simply round, but individually shaped. Their highest point should point vertically upwards. The handle then fills your curved hand while riding. Continue with the brake levers. When aligning them, 45 degrees below the horizontal position is a reliable guideline. From there, feel your way to the position that best suits your riding position. There is no standardized measurement for the distance between the brake levers and the grips. Large hands and long fingers require a greater distance. Small hands and shorter fingers require a smaller distance. Once again, it is best to approach your comfort zone step by step. On modern brake levers, the reach of the lever can also be adjusted using a simple adjusting wheel. With a one-finger lever, the index finger should reach the pre-shaped recess on the lever without effort, but it should also be possible to pull the lever to its final position without cramping. What else? Oh right, the remote for the seat post, for example. With a gear system without a front derailleur, the remote can be positioned exactly where the gear lever would otherwise be. The position of the control unit is also an important factor. In our case, this is a Bosch LED remote. It must be close enough to the grip so that you can easily reach it without taking your hand off the handlebar. The plus and minus buttons serve as a point of reference for choosing the right angle. The vertical line should hit the ground at a 90-degree angle. The LED remote can be moved sideways on a guide rail for fine adjustment. Last but not least in this video is the display holder. Do you prefer it to be absolutely aerodynamically horizontal towards the front or rather more upright to make the display easier to read? Either way, it's very easy to make changes in this case. The best way to find out how close you are to your optimum is to take a test ride. Sometimes you may need a second or third attempt, but it's worth the effort. After all, an ergonomically optimized cockpit simply makes riding even more fun. If you found the tips helpful, simply subscribe to our channel. It's best to do that straight away, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.